Donald Trump gave a crowd in Indiana, Pennsylvania, yet another review of my performance at the Academy Awards.
Remember the Academy Awards? I said how he's the worst host in the history of the Academy Awards. And he says, and his wife said, please don't do it. Please, darling, don't go out. His manager said, don't do it. I have to do it. He goes out and reads my truth. And then I think he said something like, ha, ha, ha. He thinks he bothers me or some crap like that. I said, he's one of the dumbest human beings ever. He should have listened to his wife. What a dope.
Did you hear about the time Trump, Kimmel, and Canada walked into a bar? No? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because this story's even wilder. Imagine Trump's face turning as orange as a traffic cone, Kimmel's jokes hitting harder than a hockey puck, and Canada forgetting its manners. It's like a political sitcom gone off the rails. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Well, folks, it looks like our favorite orange-tinted Twitter addict is at it again. Trump's thumbs must be burning up because he's been tweeting faster than a squirrel on espresso. And boy, is he mad. Kimmel's jokes seem to have hit a nerve, and Trump's not taking it lying down. He's more fired up than a chili pepper in a microwave.
He's confusing me with one of his sons again. Wow, do you think he's flirting with me? What is this? When I die, I would like that to be the clip they play at the Emmys in memoriam montage. Has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less-than-average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Those were more than 6 months ago. He's still stewing over this joke. He keeps bringing it up, which I don't mind at all. In fact, I love it. I just wish he would quote it correctly. I didn't say, ha, 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 he thinks he bothers me.
You know how some people count sheep to fall asleep? Well, Trump counts his own tweets. And let me tell you, he's been counting a lot lately. It's like watching a toddler have a meltdown in the candy aisle, except this toddler has nuclear codes. Yikes. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to worry about Trump's poor thumbs. Will they survive this tweet storm, or will they finally go on strike? Maybe they'll form a union and demand better working conditions. I can see the picket signs now. No more late night tweeting, and we demand thumb-sized ergonomic keyboards. But seriously, folks, Trump's reaction to Kimmel's roast was about as predictable as a bad hair day in a hurricane. He called Kimmel a no-talent loser and threatened to deport him to Canada. Really? Donald? Canada? That's like threatening to send someone to a country with free healthcare and politeness. Oh, the horror. Speaking of Canada, they're suddenly not so nice, eh?
I'm happy to send you one of the many products commemorating what I said to you that night at the Academy Awards, so you never forget it again, like this t-shirt, or this coffee mug, or this coffee mug, or this coffee mug, a bandana to put around your necks, or a sign to put on every hole of your golf course. I'd be happy to send you any or all of those items. Just let me know. They're my gift. There's no plan for anything. He's too scared to debate again. Nearly 2/3 of Americans say they want to see a rematch after the TKO he suffered 2 weeks ago. Can you believe that was only 2 weeks ago?
And then I think he said something like, ha, ha, ha. He thinks he bothers me or some crap like that. I said, he's one of the dumbest human beings ever. He should have listened to his wife. What a dope.
But we'll get to that in a minute. First, let's talk about Trump's Twitter habits. Did you know that when he's upset, Trump averages 36 tweets a day? That's a lot of toilet time, folks. I mean, we all know where he does his best tweeting. At this rate, the White House might need to install a second Twitter-friendly bathroom just to keep up with his executive time. You've got to wonder though, with all this tweeting, when does Trump find time to actually, president? It's like he's running a country with one hand and starting Twitter wars with the other. Talk about multitasking. Maybe we should rename the Oval Office to the Oval Tweet Suite. But here's the kicker, folks. While Trump's busy tweeting up a storm, the rest of the world is watching and laughing. It's like a reality show, but with higher stakes and lower ratings. Who needs Netflix when you've got Trump's Twitter feed? Alright folks, while Trump's been busy rage tweeting, Jimmy Kimmel's been sharpening his comedic knives.
I hope the press got the crowd outside. Did you see the people? Did you see the number of people?
I mean, I've never seen
I wish they reported it. If the press were honest, they reported. But the number of people out there.
I guess how much they're overcharging their customers because he played a quick game of The Price is Right.
Chicken is way up. Canned fruits are up 27%.
And let me tell you something. I could watch Donald Trump walk around grocery stores 24 hours a day. He gets so excited. You look at all his food, all the brightly colored signs. He followed that Price is Right deal up with a chart. Where is he buying $10 worth of... He has no idea how much coffee costs. And then on the way out of the store, Piggly Wiggly showed the locals how rich he is by handing one of them a $100 bill.
And let me tell you, he's about to serve up a roast so spicy it might just set the White House on fire. Kimmel's not playing around this time. He's been cooking up some zingers in his late-night laboratory, and they're hotter than a MAGA hat in a microwave. The audience is on the edge of their seats, half excited, half terrified of what's about to come out of Jimmy's mouth. Now, we all know Kimmel's got a talent for poking fun at the Orange in Chief, but this time he's cranked it up to 11. He's firing off jokes faster than Trump can hit that tweet button. It's like watching a comedy massacre, and Trump's ego is the victim. Here's the kicker. Studies show that political satire can actually influence public opinion more than real news. Can you believe it? We're living in a world where a late-night comedian might have more sway over people's thoughts than actual journalists. It's like we're in some bizarre alternate reality where the court jester is more powerful than the town crier. The audience is in stitches, laughing so hard they might need medical attention. But there's a tension in the air too. Will Kimmel's jokes go too far? Is there even a too far when it comes to Trump jokes anymore? Well, folks, Kimmel didn't disappoint. He hit Trump where it hurts, right in the diet. He suggested that maybe, just maybe, if Trump switched to a vegetable-based diet, it might improve his temperament. Maybe if he ate more greens, he'd stop seeing red. Kimmel quipped. The audience lost it. But wait, there's more. Kimmel didn't stop at Trump's diet. He went full environmental warrior on us. He joked that if Trump ate more veggies, it might even reduce greenhouse gas emissions. I'm not saying Trump's responsible for global warming, Kimmel said with a grin, but have you noticed how much hot air he produces? The crowd went wild. It was like watching a comedy boxing match, and Kimmel was landing punch after punch. But here's the thing, while we're all laughing, there's a part of us that knows this isn't just fun and games. Kimmel's jokes are hitting home because there's a grain of truth in them. Well, folks, it looks like we've stumbled into a comedy goldmine with this perfect storm of Trump tantrums, Kimmel quips, and Canadian boos. Who knew politics could be this entertaining? It's like a sitcom where the laugh track is replaced by the sound of Trump's furious tweeting. But let's not forget, behind all the giggles and guffaws, there's a serious point here. Humor can be a powerful tool in politics, cutting through the noise and making us think. Maybe we could all take a leaf out of Canada's book and learn to laugh at ourselves a bit more. After all, if you can't handle a joke, how are you gonna handle running a country? So remember, in the wild world of politics, if you're not laughing, you might just be crying. And who wants to do that when we've got front row seats to this circus? Pass the popcorn, folks. This show's far from over.